Hello, everybody. Back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Tuesday, the 11th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Got up and around, grabbed my banana, my hard-boiled egg, and my water. Jumped in the hot tub, got my soak on, and was chilling out there. Wife came out. It was insanely cold, so damn cold, ridiculous on so many different levels. So, but yeah, got out of there. Trying to change the temperature of the hot tub to bump it up to 104 instead of 100 it usually sits at. And the control panel for the stupid hot tub, it's used by a ton of companies, so it's not like just mine only. But it's really bad about if you push like the temp up and the light button, that's how you get into the program menu. But sometimes it'll screw up, and if you hit them too close together or whatever, I don't know. I must have done that because it somehow ended up in like sleep mode or whatever, which basically like cuts the filtration down to half and only heats during the filtration and stuff, trying to save money, whatever, because as soon as you're not there. And then I spent, I don't know, 4 different tries trying to get it readjusted and get it set, and it didn't get set right. So I finally, after multiple tries, because it doesn't heat like right away, so it's hard telling if it's working or not, it wasn't going up. The temperature kept dropping down. You had to wait like an hour to see if it moves any. And as cold it is, it's going to take longer to move, but it was going down each time. So I finally gave up on it, just completely unplugged it, gave it a complete reset, and then started all over once it had a full reset on the computer. And I think I got it working now. So in the night, it was back up at like 101, which hopefully by morning it'll be at 104, and we'll be good to go. But I won't know that until morning. So yeah, that was a good chunk of my day off and on, messing with that stupid thing, trying to figure out if it's working or not. So like I said, it doesn't really, it's not very good control panel, for lack of a better term. So, but it is what it is. So who knows? But it did also break out the propane heater. Got a little fire pit heater that I use out in my patio, a little night area, and I also got my electric blanket out because it got down into the 40s here, which is just insane. It's absolutely crazy. So I looked, and where my buddy's up in Iowa, his temperature was like just a couple degrees colder than me, and that should never be the case at all this time of year. So definitely not enjoying this cold weather at all. Really just kind of sucks the energy out of me for the whole day, but it is what it is. So also went ahead inside. We have one of those infrared heaters that we'll use sometimes like in the bedroom at night to basically offset. So I turned the whole heater on the whole house. There's no reason to heat the whole house. We're just sleeping. So went ahead and I drug it out and cranked it up on high to like 80 degrees and let it burn off, because it always has that dust burn off smell, that real gross smell. So I kicked it on early also to let it burn off and that smell when I got home from work. So yeah, I got that done. Also got a phone call from my, what hopefully will be my new dentist office, and supposed to be seeing them tomorrow, and apparently he ran our insurance, and it turns out that I apparently have like, my insurance only pays for like a full mouth x-ray every 3 years, and they're refusing to do any work on me until I get like a full mouth x-ray, which is just a money grab, which really makes me annoyed, because when I talked to him before and I went in there, I actually stopped in the office and talked to somebody just randomly to check out the office to see if I felt comfortable there, if it was a good feel. People I talked to were all like, yeah, it's fine, we can work on this section you want. And I said, seems like everywhere else I go, they want to do like a ton of work all over. Like, even had one dentist, when I was in for a problem that I pointed out the tooth, went in to have that work done to fix the tooth that had a hole broken in it. He fixed other teeth and not the one. Like, I didn't know I was, when I was working on some under Novocaine stuff, you can't feel which one I was working on. And I get done and I look in the mirror and I'm like, fuck, there's a giant hole in my front tooth. He goes, oh yeah, we're gonna fix that next time. I'm like, there is no next time. Like, this was it. Like, I was supposed to do this right now. Like, which ones do you fix? He goes, well, those other ones back here is what you buy. So the ones I told you I didn't want. And I was pissed off there. So yeah, I really get freaked out by dentists, and it comes from childhood trauma around a butcher that claimed he was a dentist, and it freaks me out really bad. So, but now I'm dealing with the guy on the insurance side who's all about the goddamn money grab. So apparently I had a full mouth x-ray 3 years ago on November 31st, whatever. So my insurance won't pay for it until December 1st. So I have an appointment now scheduled for December 2nd. He said, because I'm going to come in tomorrow, which is what I was scheduled for, I have to pay for that all out of pocket. And I'm like, God damn, you got to be shitting me. So I was like, okay. So I actually reached back out to my wife, had her check the insurance, and Apparently it is. The full mouth x-rays are every 3 years. And I'm like, why can't we just take a picture of the back tooth that's giving me pain? There's a tooth or two back there that's giving me pain. Why can't we just take a picture of it? Because my insurance pays for that every year. And then also the cleaning, you get that x-ray done, get the cleaning done, and then it'll be at least December 1st before we get there anyway to get the rest of it done, so we can take the rest of the x-rays before it doesn't work. And basically they said, no, our doctor doesn't want to work on nothing unless they see everything. I'm like, so you're telling me if I'm going in to get a car worked on, like an alternator replaced, they won't do anything until I do a full car inspection, including the rear end? Like, what's it matter what gears are in my rear axle if I need an alternator replaced? So kind of losing hope in this, which sucks because I had some people who recommend this place very highly, of being super soft, gentle-handed, and kind, and caring, and peaceful, and all that kind of stuff in there, and able to joke and laugh and have a good time. And now I'm starting off with this insurance BS shit that's just putting a bad taste in my mouth, which sucks because I want to find a dentist that I feel comfortable with, and the only one that I've ever felt truly comfortable with is up in Iowa, and clearly not in my insurance market anymore. Used to be a client of mine when I had no insurance, and I would go in and get dental work done. My ex-wife and I both would, and we would just take it out and trade for pet store supplies, which he loved because he was going to spend money in the dentist or from his office money in my pet store, and I was going to pay it to possibly any dentist. This way it goes back to him, so it's a win-win for both of us. And it's to the point where I'm legitimately thinking about just like booking a flight back to Iowa and just paying out of pocket, just paying cash and going back and seeing him, because his staff was straight on point. Like, they were so kind. It's one of the few places I've ever been where, while getting work done, they gave me enough Novocaine to dumb it down, so I wasn't like in constant pain and stuff. And usually I want to get it over with so bad I'll just suffer through the grinding and the pain, just because I hate the idea of sitting there for 45 minutes waiting for another shot of Novocaine to kick in. So yeah, it is what it is. So I usually pump in my headphones and turn up a podcast or something and try and just zone out while I do their work. But I was psyching myself up tomorrow to go, and now I don't go until December, which it is what it is. I don't know. What can you do? So yeah, that's what I got there. So that was super annoying, and it is what it is. But yeah, that kind of took some of the wind out of my sail for today, because I was excited about getting my teeth fixed tomorrow, because I'm still getting some pain back there. It comes and goes. Some days are way worse than others, but it's not like it's going to go away forever. It's going to continue to hurt until it gets fixed. So it needs to get fixed. But yeah, got my laundry done, get some other stuff for the house done, nothing too major, and then end up ordering my wife some more like Christmas gift that I ordered through Amazon. Like, hey, don't look in previous bought stuff on Amazon. We're in that time of year where you can't look and see what we're buying. And I asked her if I should just set up a different account. She goes, no, she just won't look. So, and she's pretty big on that. She doesn't care to know what her gifts are until she opens the package. So I'm really not concerned like she's gonna go sneak in there, but good chance he'll pop up. Hey, we also recommend you buy one of these because it matches this other thing you bought, which will probably happen, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of where we fall into that one. And then basically hung around, decided to go get my run in. Got my run in. Wife got home from work while I was out running. Got back to the house and was gonna jump in the hot tub. It was only like 98 degrees, so 99. He was back. He got to 99. I got back from my run, so but not warm enough to bother getting in. It's just cold out, so said to hell with that and did not bother getting in the hot tub. But yeah, went ahead and decided to do soup because my tooth was bugging me a little bit. Didn't really feel like chewing on any food, so said, yeah, it's cool. Went ahead and knocked out some soup. My wife had a can of soup as well, and we watched the episode of Shameless. Chatted a little bit. I headed back outside in the cold, cranked on my gas little fire pit and my electric blanket on my feet because my feet get cold and I get to be a wuss. Happens. Enjoyed myself a nice cigar. Headed back in, grabbed myself some potato chips for a snack, and my wife and I watched an episode of Frasier, and then I watched a little bit of Castle, and then wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for now, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.